quiz just announced before the episode starts, guys, for this Brazilian Grand Prix that the South Korean Grand Prix at the Toronto circuit is cancelled because the track is not fit to go down a bit so far, the layout of the track so far for this. So the champion is going to go move on to Brazil for race 10 now. Unfortunately, they would move just to more tracks for this so far. The Belgian Grand Prix is going to come back there and would be at the spot focus also for around 12 means that Solid moves into race 11 to the part of race 11 up to penultimate 30 races. We've still got 30 races in the championship so far. And the next up is Brazil at the circuits of Petersburg. So let's begin this video here with this qualifier in Brazil. Sir Petersburg. A fantastic good place to be, like part in Mexico City, back to the eastern part for the Brazilian Grand Prix At. I'll be here for the 10th round and put no to 10 races for this, not for this part for this, and even for this. Hello everybody, my name is James here, and welcome everybody to the 10th round of the World Championship, guys. It is the Brazilian Grand Prix for the 10th qualifier that we're having today so far for this circuit, guys. Unfortunately, the last race was used to be the South Korean Grand Prix we were going to host it, but unfortunately that's cancelled now. And the Belgian Grand Prix is going to move on the calendar now for race 12 now at Spa-Francorchamps. So hopefully that will be a particularly good race so far for this. But it's race number 10 of the possible 13 races. It's going to be pretty well first so far in the championship so far. And see who is going to go further for this section there so far. And how this new start phase rate will go pretty well for this so far. And the new start line will be pretty good for this. But how this one goes for this in qualifying for this racetrack for this tour for this. Okay, so is this going to be the same as like in Korea we did so far where it was cancelled? So the Belgian Grand Prix will have a sneak peek of that track so far for you guys at the end of the video for you guys. But anyway, the first one is going to do the last Timo Glock. He was the race winner of the last race in Japan. So how would the German go so far over there? But let's see how the fire could go good for him. He's completely through there and he will begin his lap. So far, here is the circuit itself in Brazil, and he's beginning his lap. He's over the line now, and hopefully how this Petersburg circuit going pretty windy so far for this track so far for Timo Glock. Remember, this is not very long like the one in the United States track though, but this is going to be pretty well to this so far for Timo Glock though. If he goes through, the British go through there. So let's see how Timo Glock's lap will be pretty good. So far, this is the second longest circuit like any other calendars we have so far in the race so far for this. But for Timo Glock though, it's going pretty well indeed so far for the 13th racing driver. In second in the championship so far for this. Going down to here he goes through there. So this is going to be part for the Brazilian Grand Prix though. So however this qualifier will do for him if he goes through the circuit itself. So over he goes. And what is going to be his lap time? It's going to be like 1 minute 10 or something like that. So let's see how this lap time goes for where he goes round to the final corner of this track so far. Before he goes through into the final corner, he goes for the track so far. And round to the final corner of the track so far. And where he's going to go as we go and see how his lap time goes through this so far. And he's going to come across the line now. It's a 1 minute 15.937. And we just push the start phase straight there. We hopefully might see the drivers. Good luck from Timo Glock though. So that's the first one he pushed their lot so far. We've got a few more to come to do this one. Alright. Full screen for this so far for this. So the next one is going to be Adrian Satu in the Force India. So good second place for him in the last race in Japan though. But we didn't do his lap started so far for this. Damn it. That's what happened with the last few races ago. We didn't do his lap so far. He has to go around this circuit again and do another lap for this. Okay, so this is basically pretty very this so far for this. So Sutu's coming around again. So this time though, we'll make it stick this time for this lap time though. So hopefully this will not be long like the one like back in Japan or maybe one in America so far for this one. So let's see what Sutu's lap time will do so far. He has begun his lap so far. We have begun the lap so far for this. So let's see. He could be faster than Timo Glock now because he is still out on the circuit though. We're not trying to pick him up so far, but this track is going pretty creasy enough to see how drivers go around this circuit itself at the St. Petersburg circuit. He's going through the circuit he goes through now. 1 minute 50 he needs to beat so far. So we've got 24 drive, but I'm not sure we're not going to record any video. We're going to miss some of the drivers out, and we're going to see that how this lap will do pretty well indeed so far for this. And how will this will go for this for Adrian's 2 then? So let's see. He will go better place than this so far. He's going down. Here he goes through now. Pretty not faster than Timo the Glock now as he goes through the second though. Into the far part of the sector there. So let's see if he goes through that. Going very quick indeed. Going to the left hander he goes through now. This pace is going pretty good. Excellent indeed so far for this for Adrian's 2 there. And you will come around to the final corner. This is the hairpin of the final corner. It's very tricky to go around it, but it's going well so far for Adrian's 2 there. But where is going to be his lap time when he cross the line now? It's going to be close, but it's only 1 minute 16.694 for the lap time for Sato. He is going second 5, but not quicker than Glock at all. The advantages of trying to get that pole position is going to be very tricky so far indeed. So for this, so Nico Hulkenberg is the next driver to do his lap so far. Nico's not doing well so far for this season though. He has a terrible from this first half of the season though. But now for the second half, he needs the very best so far to get this pace back up for Williams Racing. The current 11 is sort of champion now, but they need to get some rapid points there at this circuit itself. So hopefully what Nico could do is try to make the progress do well for that for Williams Racing. But he won't be racing in this 2011 season, but we'll be back for this for Force India for 2012. But let's see how one Nico lap time will do so far for this track though. Very good through this first few corners he goes through there. As this goes really well for this part sector there. But he's going through the double right hander, he goes up to the top there. Not a bit like Sander Fott though, but it's going pretty well for this for Nico Hulkenberg though. Sliding through to the next part of the sector there, guys, but he's going pretty well for this for Nico Hulkenberg. These bars are being protected for this circuit though, but it's going pretty well for this one. We're not going to get rid of them for all or forever for this circuit though. Not deleting at all. So the progress lap times for this, but not quite. No, not deleting the grass at all, but not quite. No. But this page is going pretty well so far for this for Nico Hulkenberg there. He's coming around to the far corner now. What he's going to be his lap time when he cross the line now, but let's see where he's going to go. And he goes a quicker lap time, but actually he's just not faster than Glock as I said. 1 minute 60.246 for the lap time for that for Nico Hulkenberg. Good luck for him so far for the Williams driver. Alright, next one is the McLaren driver Lewis Hamilton. How will he do well so far for the McLaren driver? Next is going to be fantastic achievement for the 2011 season so far. But he's off his lap so far, but let's see how the McLaren driver will go pretty well indeed, like he's terrible 4th place in Japan. But that's going pretty well for that for Hamilton. That's his best result so far for this season, so far for this Roblox season so far. Going through the chicane very quickly there so far for Lewis, but he needs to try to beat this very quickly so far for this champion man. And the McLaren driver is doing good so far for this. Going through these tricky right hand, left hander he goes through now. Through goes to the double hand, right hander next up. That's going pretty well indeed so far for this circuit though, but it's going well so far. Hamilton going down there, here he goes through now, but that's going pretty better, more pacier than that. Down he goes into the left-handed now, and then it's a tricky chicane, and then there's the hairpin itself. So he needs to be best to try and beat Timo Glock's time. It's a 1 minute 15.937. Here he goes. Going through the hairpin. He's going a bit slower than that so far for this, but is this going to be enough to try and beat Timo Glock's time there? But we're not sure just yet. He's coming around to the last corner now. Where he's going to go, I'm not sure he's going to go anywhere faster. All he doesn't do anything for that, but he goes seconds faster. 1 minute 60.041. That wasn't so close for that so far indeed, but Hamilton goes seconds fastest at this. And here he is, guy, of recap for the 12th round of the World Championship in 2010 series. It's the Belgian Grand Prix. And hopefully this race will be pretty sure who will win this circuit itself, and hopefully who will try to win the championship itself for race 12. But it's going to be very tough when we get into the race 12 for Belgium. Alright, here comes Alguersuari. And he has crossed the line right now so far indeed, just by Timo Glock, because he's already just finished this lap so far. So what will Jaime Alguersuari do for the Toro Rosso team? So they did deserve one win so far. That was back in Britain when he won the race for back ahead of Dolorosa in second place so far. Hopefully he might do it again for race 10 in Brazil for 5 races in so far for each row. Or maybe not. He's going to try to go through this chicane so far indeed so well. And for the race itself, it's going to be very tricky at all for this racetrack so well. But this circuit is going to go well progress for that. As he goes through the circuit itself. And going through to a left-hander, he goes through now. Well, I'm good like to try and go to Brazil and Sao Paulo into like a circuit, but we haven't got that yet. But we have to go to the Petersburg state to do this track. So that's what we're going to do it so far for this. Yeah, cool. Berry, here goes Alguersuari, comes round to the far corner. Where he's going to go? I'm not sure he's not going to go faster than Tour, but this is going to be a slow lap so far. So 1 minute 70.087. That is not a good lap from Jaime Alguersuari there, guys, for Toro. So that's a terrible lap from him. Okay, so the race is going to come on tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully, this one will go pretty well so far for the Brazilian Grand Prix itself for this. Alright, Kamui Kobayashi is the next one. Driver is going to do for Sauber now. So hopefully he will do better after he got 6th place in the last race in his home race in Japan in Suzuka. Although he did the first race so far in total, but he did finish the race in the pit lane. But this race is going pretty well so far for Kamui Kobayashi to try hopefully get some extra point and hopefully they can win the Constructors' Championship in this race or moving the next race in Charlotte. This circuit though is going pretty well so far indeed so far for the last few races to go for this circuit though, for Sauber though. They're currently leading the Constructors' Championship so far for this. Dolores is in first. Kobayashi I think he's in 17th in the championship so far. But it's all good turn up for this track so far. Here at this circuit itself, at the Petersburg circuit, will be on for the Brazilian Grand Prix for next season. As he goes down the hill, he goes through now. We might go on Kamui on his outlap so far, but let's see how the Japanese driver go pretty well. This circuit, this track is going pretty comfortably. He's going through this occasion. He goes through a right and then a left-hander, and now he's going to go for a tricky head, not like in Japan though. But hopefully, how this one goes for this for Kamui. It's pretty much well for this so far for Kamui Kobayashi there. Where he's going to go for this lap time there, guys. And we cross the line now, and it's always an extra good lap from him so far. 1 minute 16.375. Not faster than Glock at all, guys. That's a good lap from him. Okay, Felipe Massa is coming around for Viari now, and hopefully get this lap time completely done. He began his lap so far for this, and hopefully how this one goes pretty well for the fence for this track though. Going prettily so far for this, as we see there. And for itself, part for the look of itself, this track though. I wonder where he is now. I think he's coming down the hill right now, so yeah. Just measuring that so far, but that's going pretty well for this so far. Test it, wouldn't test it. No, we already tested it so far. But it's going pretty well so far for Massa there as we go through there. But where he's going to go with this lap time though, we'll go see where he comes through. He's around the last corner right now. Where is this lap time going to put him so far for this one? Oh dear, 1 minute 70.491 for that for Felipe Massa. That's terrible in his home Grand Prix at Brazil then. Oh, we got 2 drivers going out so far. We got Barrichello and Trilli, so this is going to be a 2 driver going to pretty do the lap so far for this track though. So Barrichello will be the black one and Trilli is going to be the blue one. So hopefully the time will be pretty good so far for this. Time is going pretty good, so the blue time will be pretty good so far for this with the other driver do the lap so far. So Barrichello is beginning his lap so far, and then later on Trilli will begin his lap so far. And he will follow him behind there, and he has begun his lap so far. So both of them on a pretty good lap so far for this. But it's going really well so far for this for Trilli then. As they all going through so far for this track so far. Barrichello is doing good for William, while we look to this driver Trilli is going pretty well so far for this track though. And the Brazilian Sunside is going pretty well so far for Barrichello's home Grand Prix race. There's 3 Brazilian drivers, Senna, Massa, and actually 4 drivers. There's actually Degrassi and Massa, 2, and so many more miles. Anyway, how this one goes pretty well so far for Barrichello and for Trilly then, as they go down the hill they come through. Pace is good. Pace is really good for these both drivers so far for this, as they come through there and through they come into the left hand they go through. Barrichello's got there first and Trilly will follow in behind too. And this is going pretty good though, to see how the driver get warmed up for the race itself tomorrow, and hopefully who's going to win this race, and hopefully can stay in the lead in the Drivers' Championship so far for it. But it's going pretty well so far in this track though, and it's going well for that. But anyway, here he comes. Barrichello's going to cross the line right now, and what is going to be his lap time when he crosses the line now? It's going to be a 1 minute 60.66. Good luck from him so far, wherever would Trilly go. And he stopped there, but we didn't Barrichello's lap time there. It's a 1 minute 16.661 for that for Barrichello. But what is Trilly's lap time for this, guys? Only 7 milliseconds from Barrichello. That's a very good lap from Trilly there. Good pace for that for the Lotus drivers too. Alright, so here comes Vettel. He has just begun his lap so far. Alexa, shut up! Shut up, Alexa. Fuck's sake. Holy Jesus. I never thought about that so far there. That scared me so far this. I'm okay, guys, but that's pretty well so far for this. So Barrichello, Trilly, and Vettel are out so far. So Vettel is completely doing his lap so far. Sebastian Vettel going for Apple Racing, and hopefully he could do better this one for this. He's just always started his lap time so far, but this one is going pretty well indeed for that. If he goes for the circuit itself. Here he comes, and where he's going to go for this lap time though. Oh, 1 minute 16.023 for the lap time for Vettel there. Goes 6 faster, that's a good lap from him so far, but that's very good for that lap time it is. So, here comes Jensen Button, and Michael Schumacher is doing his lap so far. So both McLaren and Mercedes are doing their lap time together. This Button will be the black timer, and Schumacher will be the blue timer. So Button has begun his lap so far. Later on will be Schumacher's turn, and he has also begun his lap so far. So both of them are on a good lap so far. So hopefully they could do better for this so far for this circuit though, and hopefully they can manage some pace so far there. But this is going well so far with this. And for this track though. As through they go through goes Jensen Button and Michael Schumacher. This is going pretty well so far for this race, so far for this track though. And we can see all the drivers. We have done about only just 10 drivers so far for this. And we haven't gone for the halfway through mark for this so far for this, so. Here comes Jensen Button now for McLaren. Off he goes now to police lap. So there he goes. And what about Schumacher's? Well, actually, Button's had a good lap so far. He's at 1 minute 50.943, but that put him just only a few tenths down on Team McLaren. That's a good lap from Jensen Button there. A 1 minute 50.943. That's an excellent lap from him. So Nico Rosberg is going to be the next driver to do his up so far for this. Now remember guys, Rosberg didn't face around this USA circuit, which used to be the next one. Which means to be the first one to be the race so far for this. And actually that's what Schumacher has just done his up so far, but not Rosberg there. He still has to go for another lap time with this so far for this guys. So battery's getting pretty low so far for this, but this is getting pretty well for Nico Rosberg there. And the Mercedes might go on board on this so far for this. It's going so far for this. And Nico Rosberg is off. Going down to the start phase when you go through there. There's a right of turn 1 there. And then there's a second corner there, it's the Bridgestone. Gone to past 7 o'clock so far. It's like 12 minutes past 7 now at Sao Paulo now. So this is going pretty well so far for Nico Rosberg there. Going pretty good racetrack for this so far for Nico Rosberg there. And for this, he's going pretty well for this. Though. He's going through this corner now and going downhill now, so hopefully he get the pace right. Oh, good thing I jumped there so far again. So Nico Rosberg for Mercedes. Can he go faster than Timo Glock? Only Schumacher, he's only just 3/10 of him, so he's just actually beating his buttons time there. As he goes through the second though, but he's going pretty well so far indeed. Rosberg heads towards the far corner of the track so far for this one. And hopefully how this one goes pretty well for this lap for that. But where he's going to go when he crosses the line for this lap now. And it's going to be a 1:60.012 for that lap time for Rosberg there. That's going to put him where he will go behind Hamilton and somebody else, I think it was. So Webber Alonso might be the last one driver who will go records, but unfortunately, we can't record everybody here because this video will not be longer at all for this so far. But Webber's got for this lap so far for Webber Racing. And so is the Ferrari of Fernando Alonso. They're both doing their lap so far for this. Webber is Australian, Alonso is Spanish. We've been to Australia for race 1. And we didn't go to Spain at all. Hopefully how this one goes pretty well for this for Webber and Alonso there. So both Mercedes are following each other. How would Alonso can, but the other of them could beat Timo Glock's time, and hopefully you could chat that so far indeed. And for this trip the label though, it's going pretty well for this Brazilian Grand Prix at this track though. It's occurring not in the UK though, but in Britain, actually, but in Brazil it's like 7 PM like in the evening now. But let's see how will Webber and Fernando Alonso's time will go through this. How we go through this track though. As Webber going through there. Fernando Alonso is just behind him there, so hopefully they will click their car laps there. Can either of them could beat Timo Glock's time there as they both go through to the final corner of the track so far. The hairpin goes through there. Webber and Alonso doing their best so far for this track though, and let's see where they go. Good luck for there, and Alonso has completed his lap so far for this. Let's see where they go in this lap time so far. Webber's at 1:16.436. That's a good lap from him for the Red Bull driver. Okay, I have done about like 15 drivers I've done so far, but the rest of them, unfortunately, I might have to do it after this one finishes. But I mean, no. I'm going to do all the drivers by the end of the qualifying session, guys, and see who's gone fast in this session, guys. I'll be see you later, guys. Okay, we got beat through all the drivers so far for this. But hopefully they could do better for this so far for this trip though. But anyway, how this one goes for this for Lucas Di Grassi though. He's the last try to do it. We got the other to he's gone faster than Timo Glock though. But we said 1:60 for him, but it's 1:50 for him so far. Okay then, off he goes now in the Virgin. If we can see him, there he goes. And he's the final driver to do his lap so far. It's getting pretty late so far. The battery's going very low so far this. But they'll be fully packed up for when we go into the race tomorrow. For this one, for Di Grassi though, it's going pretty... Hopefully how this one goes for this for the Virgin Racing team so far. So, here he comes. Oh, a bit... Look at the pace there. For the Takei, he goes through there. We got pretty good progress for that for Di Grassi there, guys. How will this will go for the Virgin Racing driver? Go through the double right-hander. This is the first corner. The double right-hander. There's the second one for the double right-hander too. Going down to the square section there. There's a long hill down there. So hopefully he's going pretty well so far for this. So far for Di Grassi there. Can he beat Timo Glock's time 10? Hopefully he can beat Pedro Rosa's time there. Remember, I'm going to do these tomorrow, guys, and hopefully he's going faster in this session there, guys. But right here comes the grass. He's the fireman. He's going around to the hairpin for the 24th and final drive to do this lap so far. Can he do better than the team have got to so far? But let's see how this lap time goes for this so far. We see QualIfying goes through there, and let's see who's going to be his lap time across the line now. And it's going to be only 1 minute 16.474 for that for the grassy there. That's a good lap from him so far. So there's the lap time, guys. But unfortunately, I will do these for tomorrow. See what the qualifying result for this one for the race tomorrow, guys. Well then, guys, thank you for very much. That's pretty much it for the qualifying session for the Brazilian Grand Prix until we see the race tomorrow. It's going to be an extraordinary race for a 32-lap race so far in this circuit of St. Petersburg. But guys, thanks for watching for the Brazilian Grand Prix qualifying session, guys, and we'll see you next time for the race. Goodbye!